Hey guys, just thought I'd give a quick intro into keto and intermittent fasting. Bit of a rundown. I've written all these notes down here and I'll also put this up on the site so you can read through it afterwards, but I just wanted to clarify a few things. So keto in the way that I did it was basically to obviously lose weight, bring down inflammation in my body and generate a healthier lifestyle. Now, keto is to deprive the body of carbs and glucose. This allows the liver to use stored fats to produce ketones. Okay, the body uses those ketones for fuel. The beauty of this is that it's a natural part of our body. We're just making our body do what it's meant to do, because I don't believe personally we're ever meant to eat as much carbs and sugar as we do. The body will normally choose to burn carbs and glucose as an easy and quick energy, and we store the fat when that happens. That's what we're doing there. But intermittent fasting, it's very similar. It burns through the existing stored carbs until they're depleted, and then after about 12 hours, give or take, we start to convert our fat into ketones. So we're literally just burning away the fat on the inside of us, and that's going to be our energy source. This is what happens in starvation situations. Now, to give you a brief idea, on your first month of keto, I recommend these few tips here, is that you pre-prepare your food. It'll make life a lot easier and far less likely to trip up. Don't plan any travel, okay? It makes it a lot more difficult, to be able to plan ahead and to know exactly what you're going to be eating. It will generally take 2 to 5 days, depending on your body, to enter into ketosis. And in that time, you're going to obviously use up the existing stores of carbohydrates in your body. I suggest no alcohol in the first month. If your liver is trying to metabolize alcohol, then it's not making ketones. And that's going to put a stop to everything that you're trying to do. Keep your carbs as low as possible. Basically, the idea is that nothing that generally has carbs in it, and you'll find that, obviously some foods have incidental carbs, just keeping those as low as possible. Do your best not to be dining out for about 2 weeks as well. Again, just being able to really control exactly what you're eating to get your body into that first stage of ketosis. Things to make sure you do are eating plenty of leafy greens. You'll thank me when you're changing your diet and you get plenty of roughage through you, believe me. More fat than you think. It's almost difficult, and I know I found this, to actually consume the amount of fat that you had to. And it feels so counterproductive eating that much fat, but that's what you're doing, is getting your body into the stage of actually using that fat rather than any carbs or glucose that are stored in your body. Get out and walk 2 to 3 times a week for 40 to 60 minutes. You don't want to do any weightlifting and that sort of thing. What's going to get you to ketosis faster is actually more endurance, slow burn exercise, getting your heart rate up to about 60% of its maximum. That's going to get you that sweet spot where you're going to actually start really burning fat rather than putting on muscle in this stage. Don't do any fasting in the first 2 weeks. Just get straight into the keto diet, but begin intermittent fasting after the first 2 weeks. So 2 to 3 times a week. I recommend every second or third day rather than doing it every single day. I know for me, it was once I started seeing results, it almost became a little bit of addictive to fast every day. But for me particularly, I found in a job like mine where I'm very active all the time, it became easy to run low on energy and also brain function. Just really losing a lot of my train of thought, probably like I am now, but it's also late. And for the first 2 weeks, keep your fat and protein ratios to around a 3-to-1. So 75% fats, 25% protein, and the incidental carbs as low as possible. Whatever you can do to keep them as low as possible. All right, so that's just a quick rundown of the beginning of keto and how I recommend you start. If you have already started, you can jump onto this or you can keep going with how you're going. This is just what I did and what I found was really effective. Do be aware that when you're starting keto, it's very easy to lose a bit of water weight to start with. You'll see that first, couple of kilo or 2 drop off very quickly. But when you enter into ketosis, you may stop a little bit and then start dropping again. It's just losing that water weight, and then as your body learns how to retain water again, because every, I forget the numbers, but for every gram of carbohydrate stored in your body, you're storing about 3 grams of water in your body as well. So you're going to drop that, and then you're going to start to retain it again. All right, thanks guys. I'll get you another video soon.